Before you drive your F-150 to the dealer and hand over $150 for a diagnostic, try these 10 resets first. Most of the problems that bring F-150s through my door, rough idle, harsh shifts, warning lights, transmissions acting up, don't need any parts, they need a reset. The truck's computers are confused, not broken. I'm RJ, 20 years on Fords. Here are 10 methods I've tested myself. Try at least 3 of these and drop a comment telling me what changed. I read every one. Method 1, battery disconnect reset. Your F-150 is idling rough. The transmission is shifting weird. There's a check engine light with no obvious cause. Before you do anything else, do this. And I mean right now. Pause this video and go try it if your truck is sitting outside with a rough idle. Disconnect the negative battery cable with a 10mm wrench. Never touch the positive first. Leave it off for 30 minutes minimum, a full hour if you're dealing with transmission issues, because the 10R80 TCM holds memory longer than most modules. While the cable is off, press the brake pedal 10 to 15 times and hit the horn a few times. This drains residual power from the capacitors and clears most adaptive memory across modules, ECM, TCM, ABS, giving everything a chance to relearn from a cleaner baseline. Reconnect the cable, start the truck without turning anything on. No AC, no blower, no radio. Drive 20 to 30 miles with varied conditions, city stops, highway pulls, idle time. This gives every module time to relearn from a clean baseline. Fuel trims, idle speed, throttle position, and transmission shift points. I had a 2016 F-150 5.0 come in with P0300 random misfire codes. The owner had already replaced the plugs twice, spent over $400 chasing the problem. Battery disconnect, relearn drive, codes never came back. The ECM had been adapting around a ghost fault for months. 30 minutes and $0 fixed what 2 sets of plugs couldn't. That's the most common outcome with this method. Not a worn part, just a confused computer. Result? Clears stored faults, resets all adaptive learning, fixes rough idle and erratic shifting with no obvious cause. Cost, 0. Method 2, throttle body clean and idle relearn. Your F-150 hunts at stoplights. The idle bounces between 800 and 1200 RPM. The throttle feels vague and slow to respond in stop-and-go traffic. Look inside the throttle body bore and I'll show you exactly what's causing it. A ring of black carbon around the throttle plate that's been building for years. Remove the intake hose. Hold the throttle plate open gently and wipe the bore and the edges of the plate with throttle body cleaner and a lint-free cloth. Don't spray cleaner directly onto sensors. Don't use a wire brush or anything abrasive. A few wipes and you'll see what's been collecting in there. Reassemble and move immediately to the relearn. After the clean, do the idle relearn. Let the engine warm to full operating temperature, idle for 10 minutes with nothing drawing load, no AC, no blower, nothing. Then switch the AC on and let it stabilize for another 10 minutes. The ECU recalibrates idle air control and the idle drops in and holds steady. I've done this on F-150s that were running rough for 3, 4, 5 months. The owners assumed something was worn out. It was carbon on the throttle plate and an ECU that had been compensating around it so long, it forgot what normal felt like. 10 minutes of work and $10. The difference is immediate and you feel it the second you pull out of the driveway. The result? Smooth idle, no stumble at stoplights, better throttle response. Cost? $10 for throttle body cleaner. Method 3, 10R80 partial adaptive reset. Your F-150 shifts harsh on the 1 to 2. It hesitates between gears, it feels lazy off the line or clunky at low speed. Before you let anyone tell you the transmission needs work, try this. But I want to be upfront about what it does and doesn't do. This procedure won't fully reset the 10R80's adaptive tables. That requires FORScan, which I'll cover in method 10. What it does is clear some of the short-term learned behavior and can smooth shifting if the transmission built bad habits around rough idle or worn plugs that you've since replaced. Come to a complete stop, shift to park. With your foot on the brake, cycle slowly through every gear. Park, reverse, neutral, drive, and back. Hold each position for 3 full seconds. After the full cycle, shift to park. Now, idle for 1 minute with the AC off, then switch the AC on and idle 1 more minute. Then do 3 light upshifts, 3 medium, and 3 firm accelerations from a stop. Finally, cycle neutral to reverse to neutral to drive 3 times with the brake held. Shut the engine off and wait 60 seconds. Restart and drive gently for 15 to 20 minutes. I fixed a 2019 F-150 Lariat this way after the owner replaced the transmission fluid, and the shifts felt worse afterward, not better. The TCM had been building shift maps around contaminated fluid. Partial reset, gentle relearn drive, shifts smoothed out. Not every case works this cleanly, but it costs nothing and takes 15 minutes. If the shifts are still harsh after this, method 10 is the solution. Result: smoother shifting, reduced hesitation, transmission relearns from better baseline. Cost: 0. Full reset, FORScan in method 10. Method 4, TPMS reset. Your tire pressure warning light is on. You've checked all 4 tires and the pressure is correct. The light won't go off. Let me show you exactly where to find the reset, because it's in a different place depending on your model year. First, inflate all 4 tires to the pressure on the door jamb sticker, not the sidewall sticker. Also check your spare. The F-150 spare has a TPMS sensor too, and a low spare will keep the light on even after you reset everything else. That's the most common reason a TPMS reset doesn't work. On F-150s with a physical reset button, it's usually under the steering wheel to the left near the hood release. With ignition on and engine off, press and hold until the TPMS light blinks 3 times. On models without a button, which is more common on newer F-150s, go into the sync settings menu and look for TPMS reset or tire calibration. Start the truck and drive above 30 miles per hour for 10 minutes. The system recalibrates while moving. If the light returns within a day or 2 after the reset, one of the sensors may have a weak battery. They last about 7 to 10 years and die without warning. But always do the free reset first before paying anyone to diagnose a sensor. Result: eliminates phantom tire pressure warnings. Cost: 0. Method 5, BMS reset after a new battery. You just installed a new battery in your F-150. The truck starts fine, but the battery seems to drain faster than it should, or you're getting battery warnings, or the charging voltage seems off. One owner I know replaced a brand new battery twice in 1 year because nobody told him about this reset. The BMS was killing the battery it was supposed to protect. Ford's battery monitoring system tracks the battery's state of charge and adjusts how the alternator charges it based on the battery's age and condition profile. When you install a new battery without resetting the BMS, the system charges it using the old battery's profile, set for a degraded battery that needed higher charge voltage. That overcharges the new battery over time. The reset procedure: turn the ignition to on without starting the engine, turn the high beams on and off 5 times quickly, then press the brake pedal 3 times. The battery warning light should flash 3 times confirming the reset. Turn the ignition off and start normally. The BMS has now registered a new battery. Do this every single time you install a new battery. Takes 30 seconds, costs nothing, and it's the difference between a battery that lasts 5 years and one that's dead in 18 months. Result: correct charging profile for new battery, longer battery life, eliminates false battery warnings. Cost: 0. I put together a maintenance guide specifically for F-150 owners. Fluids, intervals, resets, what to check and when. Everything that keeps these trucks running long term. Links in the description. Method 6, power window auto up relearn. Your F-150's one-touch window stopped working. You have to hold the button the entire time the window moves. A customer of mine paid $400 for a new window regulator because the shop told him the motor was failing. 3 days later, I saw him and I showed him this reset. 3 minutes. His original motor was fine the whole time. Roll the window all the way down. Keep holding the button down for 5 extra seconds after the window is fully down. You'll feel the motor stop, but keep holding. Now, pull the button up and hold it all the way to the top. Keep holding for 5 extra seconds after it reaches the top. Release. Test the one-touch function. The window control module tracks the full range of motor movement. After a battery disconnect, a power interruption, or even a hard door slam that trips the system, it loses its reference points and disables the auto function as a safety precaution. This procedure reteaches it exactly where fully open and fully closed are. 3 minutes per window, works on every F-150 with one-touch windows. Result? One-touch auto up and auto down restored. Cost? 0. Method 7, sync and infotainment master reset. Your sync screen is frozen or slow. Bluetooth drops calls mid-sentence. Android Auto or CarPlay won't stay connected. Navigation is glitching or showing wrong routes. The backup camera takes 5 seconds to appear. Here's what the fix looks like, and it takes less time than waiting for a dealer appointment. Go to the Sync Settings menu, select General, select Master Reset. The system will warn you twice. It's wiping all paired phones, saved addresses, and user preferences back to factory. Confirm it, let it complete. It takes 5 to 10 minutes and the screen will go dark and restart. After the reset, repair your phone fresh through Bluetooth setup. If you have a 360 camera or lane keeping assist, take a short drive so those systems can recalibrate. For stubborn problems that survive the menu reset, combine this with the battery disconnect from method 1 immediately afterward. That forces every connected module to reinitialize together and clears anything the menu reset missed. I had a 2021 F-150 where the owner fought with Bluetooth pairing issues for 4 months. The dealer updated the sync software twice. Problem kept coming back. Master reset followed by battery disconnect. Gone the same day. 0 cost versus 2 dealer visits at $150 each. Result? Eliminates frozen screens, Bluetooth problems, navigation glitches, camera hesitation. Cost? 0. Method 8. Steering angle sensor reset. Your stability control light is on. Traction control isn't engaging correctly. The steering feels slightly off-center even after an alignment. On many F-150 models, this is a calibration issue you can fix in the driveway, though I want to be clear that on some models and in some situations, a scan tool reset is required. Try this first. Find a safe, flat area. With the engine running, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left until it stops. Hold it for 3 seconds, then turn it all the way to the right until it stops, and hold it for 3 seconds. Center the wheel, shut the engine off, wait 30 seconds, and restart. On models where this works, the stability and traction control lights go out immediately. What happened is the sensor relearned its center position, which it loses after alignments, tire rotations, hitting a bad pothole, or any battery disconnect. If the lights come back on after a short drive, the sensor needs a reset through a scan tool, which a shop can do in 10 minutes for a modest diagnostic fee. But always try the free version first. Every time you get an alignment, do this reset in the parking lot before you leave. Most shops charge separately for it. Now you know you don't need them to. Result? Stability and traction control restored on most models. Cost? 0. If lights return, the scan tool reset is required. Method 9. OBD2 code clear and relearn drive cycle. Your check engine light is on. You want to know what the code actually says before deciding to take it somewhere, or you've already fixed the problem and the light is still on. Here's how to handle all of these situations. And if your check engine light is on right now, grab a $30 scanner, read the code, and post it in the comments. I'll help you figure out what it means. A basic OBD2 scanner with live data costs $20 to $30. Plug it into the port under the dash on the driver's side. It's the black trapezoid connector near the steering column. Turn the ignition on without starting the engine. The scanner powers up and connects. Read all the codes first and write them down or photograph the screen before you clear anything. Then select Clear Codes. After clearing, the truck needs a relearn drive cycle before emissions monitors confirm the repair held. Drive 20 to 30 miles with varied conditions, at least 5 full stops from 50 miles per hour, some highway cruising, and 10 minutes of idle. The ECU runs self-tests on each system. If the light stays off after the drive, the repair held. If it comes back, the underlying problem is still active, and that's valuable information that saves you from paying a shop to tell you the same thing. I use a $30 scanner on every truck before I touch anything else. It takes 10 minutes and tells me exactly where to start. Owners who come in without having read their own codes have already paid a diagnostic fee for information they could have had for free. Result? Identify codes yourself, confirm repairs held, eliminate false lights after fixes. Cost? $20 to $30 for the scanner. It's a permanent tool you keep forever. Method 10, FORScan, dealer level resets at home. You've done every method on this list and the truck still doesn't feel completely right. The idle is slightly off, the shifts are a little abrupt, the throttle response isn't where it should be after you clean the throttle body. This is the method that fixes what everything else can't reach. And here's what the process actually looks like. FORScan is free software that runs on a laptop or tablet. You need a $25 OBD2 adapter. The ELM327 Wi-Fi version works well. Plug it into the port under the dash and connect to the Wi-Fi network the adapter creates. Open FORScan and enter your VIN. The interface shows you every module in the truck and what resets are available for each one. Here's what FORScan does that nothing else on this list can do. After cleaning the throttle body, FORScan forces the idle air control relearn properly, a true PCM commanded reset, not just an idle procedure. After fixing whatever caused rough running, FORScan resets the 10R80 transmission adaptive tables completely. Not the partial reset from method 3, but the full wipe of every stored shift map so the transmission relearns from zero. After a battery swap, FORScan resets the BMS with confirmation that the module accepted the new battery profile. And FORScan shows you PCM and TCM software updates available for your specific VIN. Updates Ford applied during warranty service that most trucks never received after going out of warranty. When used for resets and relearns, it doesn't modify factory calibrations. It assesses functions that already exist inside your truck's modules, the same functions a dealer technician uses with their scan tool. You're not changing anything Ford didn't built in. You're just using the key they never handed you. Most owners never do this. Their truck gets serviced, parts get replaced, and it keeps running on learned behavior built around problems that were fixed months ago. The owners who use FORScan come back and tell me the truck drives like it did when they bought it, because the ECU is starting fresh on a truck that's actually running correctly. Ford already built these tools into your F-150. They just didn't give you the key. Result? Forced idle relearn, full 10R80 adaptive reset, correct BMS profile, PCM update check, everything dealers charge programming fees for. Cost? $25 for the adapter. The software is free. 10 methods. Most of them cost nothing. All of them work. Try at least 3. Drop a comment telling me which one fixed your truck. The best stories I'll share in the next video. If you want the full F-150 maintenance checklist, what to reset and when, fluid intervals, what to watch for, link is in the description. Hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.